What's up everybody, and welcome to day 7 of Foundation. Today we're diving into singles, we're speeding up our tempo, looking to build great, relaxed legato strokes. And then we're looking to apply the same technique in paradiddles. You're going to notice throughout these exercises where they overlap. Where are the legato strokes in paradiddles? Why is it so important to develop these skills in singles, then in accent tap, apply it in double beat, apply it in paradiddles? All these 4 skills build off of each other and complement each other so perfectly. I mean, that's why we're doing them, because they're the best skills, they're the most important, they're the foundation. That's why we're here. All right, I'm getting overexcited. Let's practice. Let's get better right now. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to singles, and we are here. We're flying through this thing. We really are. We're at 100 beats per minute. We're working to 110. All right, before we go any further, take a look here. These are all the skills that are worth thinking about, at least some of them. There's a million skills. This could be an endless list. This could be like the credits in Star Wars, really. Find something to focus on. You know what you need to get better at this exercise. We're going to get faster. I can promise you we will end at 110 beats per minute, and you will have faster hands than you did before. That's only one area, right? That's not all that we need to focus on when we're practicing. So pick a skill, make sure that you focus on that throughout this entire exercise. I'll give you some more feedback and some ideas. It's not really feedback, it's kind of one-way feedback because I don't know what's going on with you yet. We'll find a way. But I'll give you some tips along the way, but make sure you have your goal in mind throughout this entire exercise so that you get better at what you need to get better at. All right? You already knew all that. You've been here before. You know what's going on. We're at 100 beats per minute. It's enough talking. Let's get after it. Here we go. Lots of energy. We're moving. We're not at snail pace anymore. 1, 2, and 1, 2, ready, go. Very good. 2, and again, 2, ready, go. Very good. 2 more times, and 1, 2, ready, go. Very good. Last time here, and 1, 2, ready, go. All right, really good stuff. All right. That's 100 beats per minute. We're going to be going through 2-click increments throughout this entire exercise, but you already knew all that. All right, a couple things to think about. Get your foundation, your grip, your setup, the way that you approach the drum. Make sure that's all squared away. All right, as we speed up, any small error that you have becomes bigger because it's faster and you lose a little control if you're not completely in control and you're not focused on it. Cool? So, main goal here, great rebounding, right? That's why we're here, rebounding the stick. If you feel at any time like you're squeezing the stick and the stick's not doing the work, as soon as you push the stick down, it should come right back up, right? Don't forget the analogy of dribbling a basketball, right? You push it down, it's coming right back up for you. You shouldn't be doing any work. If you feel like you're getting tired through this, figure out how to relax your hands, okay? As we get faster, you cannot get tenser. Your body's going to want to tense up because that's just our natural reaction is, I need to control this more. Actually, you need to control this a little bit less than you think you do and let the stick do the work for you. All right? Cool. Let's apply that idea and many more at 102 beats per minute. Here we go. 1, 2, and right with your feet. 102. Very good. 2. Again. 2. Ready, go. Very good. 2 more times. 1, 2, ready, go. Very good. Last time here. 1, 2, again, go. All right. Really good stuff. One thing I just want to talk about before we move to the next tempo is, are your hands playing with your feet or are your feet playing with your hands? Which one should it be? Right? Your feet need to be the metronome. Once you hear the metronome, start the feet. Whether you're doing it for marching or you're just working one foot because you're going to be playing drum set or some other version, right with the foot, right with the feet. All right? So when you're playing, sometimes when you're learning, you tend to not think about your feet. You tend to listen to the metronome more and you play with the metronome and hey, my foot is right with the metronome. But the second you take the metronome away, which is what happens when you perform, you got to play with your feet or you got to play with some internal pulse somewhere. All right? So build that into your DNA. Play with your feet. Sweet. All right, we're at 104. We're at that bonus tempo from last time, except we're going to master it this one. Maybe you already mastered it. Who knows? Here we go. 1, 2, and 104. Ready, go. Very good. 2. And again, 2. Ready, go. Very good. 2 more times. 2, ready, go. Very good. Last time here, and 1, 2, ready, go. All right, 104, done. All right, I just got 2 questions to ask you. One, how are your hand transitions? Does your right sound the same as your left, right? Are we transitioning rhythms accurately? Are we transitioning sounds accurately? And then the second question, I think I've already asked 4 questions, but the second real question is, are your 8th notes that you're playing with your right hand and left hand early in the exercise the same as when you play 16th notes, when you put them together? I think they are. I hope they are. Just think about it. Make sure you're considering those 2 ideas. Good hand transitions make the sounds sound the same, make your hands feel the same, as close as possible, and then when you get to 16th notes, don't change anything, right? Make your 8th notes feel exactly the same, because they really are. And now that you got that, we got to apply it at 106. Get those feet going. Here we go. 1, 2, and 1, 2, ready, go. Very good. 2, and again, 2, ready, go. Very good. 2, and 2 more times, ready, go. Very good. Last time here, and 1, 2, ready, go. All right, 106, done. Okay, couple things to think about there. Make sure you haven't forgotten about your tacit hands, right? Your hand that's not playing. What is happening to your left hand when your right is playing? And what's happening to your right when your left hand is playing? Cool? Make sure that they're in their beating spot, right? You want to play in the exact same spot, like literally the exact same spot if you can. Right? You can't literally do that, so you want your beating zone to be like as small as possible, like super tiny circle. So just pay attention to that, right? Make sure you're aiming for that tiny circle in the center of the drum, or whatever drum you're playing on. If you're playing on a tenor drum or something, you got to play on the edge. Not that edge, this edge. Not the edge, like a little bit inside, because that's where the perfect note is. But if you're playing like drum set, you're playing snare drum or a big pad, center of drum will do just fine. And let's go ahead and play the center of the drum in 108. This is moving. I mean, it's not fast, but it's not slow, right? Here we go. 1, 2, and 108. Here we go. Very good. 2, and 1, 2, ready, go. Very good. 2 more times, and 1, 2, ready, go. Very good. Last time, and 1, 2, no errors. Yeah, 108, knocking them down. All right, before we jump to our goal tempo, which is super sweet that we've gotten that far, think about how you want this performance to go. We're not at performance rep, but we are at our goal tempo, which means you just got to start thinking about it, right? How do you want to perform? Do you want to have fun? Do you want to look real stoic? How do you want to perform? All right, think about that as we go ahead and we knock out this goal tempo. All right, with the feet. Lots of energy. And we're still maxed out, for sure. Not for any time soon are we lowering the heights. All right, as long as we know that. So we'll keep that between us. 1, 2, and 1, 2, ready, go. Very good. 2. Again, 2, ready, go. Very good. 2 more times, and 1, 2, ready, go. Very good. Last time, and 1, 2, lots of energy. So yeah, look at us, flying through 110. All right, before we jump to our bonus tempo, just do a quick regroup. How is your technique, right? Are your fingers still wrapped around the stick? Not too tight, obviously, because if they're too tight, then you can't rebound. But are your fingers contributing? Are you still leading from the wrist? Is the bead of the stick still moving first, or have you developed some kind of weird habit? All right, think about that as you're working through and going faster, right? Don't stray too far from the fundamentals. Good wrist turn, nice and rebounded. Your fingers are wrapped around the stick. You got good fulcrum pressure as you need. All right, I know you didn't forget that, but I just had to throw that out there. Good technique will save you. That's what's going to get you to the next tempo. If you have technique issues, then you're going to have to get faster and adjust, and then you're going to have to come back, and you're going to have to go, why didn't I just listen to Brendan? Why didn't I just play it the way he said? Or your other teachers, because I guarantee you your other teachers are telling you that too. All right, let's hit our bonus tempo. 114. 1, 2, and 1, 2. two, ready, go. Very good. Again, and 1, 2, max your heights. Very good. And 2 more times, ready, go. Very good. And last time, ready, go. All right, 114 in the books. You know what that means? We're dropping back down to 110. We're doing 2 reps. We're going for no errors because you don't have to, and it's time to put the pressure on. Can you play perfect? You can. I know you can. Let's do it. A little performance rep. 2 times. 1, 2, and 1, 2, ready, go. Very good. 2, and last time, ready, go. All right, 110. Sweet. That's really awesome. I'm really proud of you for working your way. Listen, if you came from 80 all the way to 110, that's sweet. That takes a lot of work. That takes a lot of effort. And there's no way the first time you're drumming, you just went straight through without having to go back and, all right, let me work on this skill. Let me find this. You're fine-tuning your instrument and you're getting better. And you should be really stoked about that. You should be really excited to move to the next tempo. If you're not quite ready, again, go back and do it again. You're not supposed to do this just one time through, no errors, like, sweet, I got fast singles immediately. It takes time, so be patient, have high expectations, and you'll get there. Just keep practicing, right? 1,000,000 reps. I'm not kidding. It really is 1,000,000 reps. 10,000 hours is a lot of drumming to get you to that level that you want to be at. But I really appreciate you being here with me. Thanks a lot for playing along. I will see you in the next one. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Paradiddles at 90 to 100 beats per minute. I knew you'd be here. I'm excited to see you at the next level. That's really cool. Let's take a quick reminder of all the things that we know we need to work on. Know what your goal is through this exercise. Obviously, we're going to get through faster, and I'm going to give you some cues and some thoughts along the way, but make sure you have a goal in mind and something that you're constantly working for. And if you're ready to go, then let's get to it. All right. Feel this tempo, nice and control. 1, 3 times here, and 1, 2, ready, go. Very good. And 2, and 1, 2, again, go. Very good. 2, last time here. 2, again, go. Very good. 3 reps goes by quickly, but don't worry, we'll get plenty of reps. One thing to think about, what's the space between, from the last video? Yeah, you got it, a couple of you got it, yeah. What's the space between your heart and mind? There it is, that would have been a good one. It works this time. What is the space between your quarter notes, basically your downbeats, right? There's a prep that happens. What's your left hand doing? Are you going... Is your left hand just sitting up here too fast? Probably not. We don't tend to do weird things like that. But just take a brief notice to see when you're prepping. Right? When you're prepping to go to the next note, you want it to feel as even as the note is. Right? You don't want to wait to the last second. You're like, oh God, I gotta get a paradiddle in real quick, and you don't want to do it super early, so that you're just sitting up there like, I'm ready for a paradiddle. I'm way early, but I'm ready. Right? You want this to be as even as humanly possible. So that's just one thing to think about, and I'm sure you're doing it great already. But we do need to talk about it, and we do need to jump to 92 beats per minute. Here we go. 1, 2, and 1, 2, ready, go. Very good. 2, right with your feet. 2, again, go. Very good. And last time here, ready, go. Very good. All right, something to think about as we're going through this. Do your downstrokes feel and sound the same from hand to hand? You'll start to notice a difference. Even if you're playing on a pad, you can hear those differences of, oh, I'm putting a little bit more energy in with my left hand, and I actually have to squeeze a little bit more. So maybe I need to take the edge off that, or, you know, my right hand is doing the same thing. Maybe I need to take the edge off of that one too. Whatever it happens to be for you, listen and feel. You want to get super intuitive about this. At a certain point, drumming will feel as it should, right? If it feels tense and uncomfortable, it's not like a golf swing. Where when you're learning golf, if you ever tried to swing a proper golf swing, your left hand has to be perfectly straight, and then you bend your wrist at the right time, and you turn your hip. Like, there's a million things to work on in a golf swing that can really mess with you, and it'll feel uncomfortable at first. This might feel uncomfortable at first, but it should feel, oh, yeah, that is smoother. You can feel when the stick is doing what it's supposed to do, and your hands are moving mechanically, which makes the most sense and the most efficient you can be. I'm sure pro golfers, they would say the exact same thing, but I'm not a pro golfer, so it never felt that good. But we're at, I think we're at 94. Did we just do 92? I don't know. I hope we did. We're jumping to 94. I don't care what happens. 94 beats per minute. 1 and 2 and 1, 2, ready, go. Very good. 2, and again, 2, ready, go. Very good. Last time here, and 1, 2, again, go. Very good. Goes by fast. Alright, and if you came here from the last video, you know what we're about to do. We're going to this middle tempo. We're halfway between where we started and where our end goal is, and we are going to do 2 reps of 8 paradiddles. Alright, let's check in. Let's see where we're at. Let's see how it feels. Alright, 8 paradiddles. Here we go. 1, 2, and 1, 2, ready, go. Very good. 2, and again, 2, again, go. Alright, so do a little soul searching, do a little self-reflection. How did that feel? Were you ready for 8 paradiddles at 95 beats per minute? Or did you feel like immediately like I'm tense and I need to figure out how to relax my hands faster? Alright. Think about that when you're going through the builder exercise. That's what your new focus point is. All right, so use that knowledge and apply it as we move a little bit brighter. But we're jumping here at 96. Internalize this tempo. And 1, 2, and 1, 2. Here we go. Very good. 2, and again, 2, right with your feet. Very good. Last time here, and 1, 2, again, go. Very good. All right. Something to consider as you're going through this, and especially as tempos increase, it's going to be a little bit easier to focus on this. If you are somebody, especially in the marching world, where you're trying to control height and you need a proper like 3 inches, or if you need to just control and stop the stick, you're going to get to a point where you just feel those heights. It's going to be very square in a good way, where you're not going to have to think. You can be nice and relaxed, but you can control those heights at a low level and stay super relaxed. It's useful in drum set to be able to do that for sound differences. Just you're playing by yourself, so it's a little less crucial to play a perfect 3-inch height, but you still want to be able to control, even if you're a little bit more lax with the heights. But but you'll feel that. Especially with less space, you're going to find it's a lot easier to control and play the exact same thing every single time. Hopefully you notice that. If you didn't notice it next time, because we're jumping to 98. 1, 2, and 1, 2, 98. And again, and 2 more times. Here we go. Very good. Last time here, and 1, 2, ready, go. Yeah, very good. All right, we're already at our goal tempo, 100. All right, sweet. We're going to do a couple times here, and this is what we're aiming for. All right, think about everything that you've worked on up to this point. Make these small changes so that you're ready to apply it at our goal tempo so that you know you're ready to move on. 1, 2, and 1, 2, ready, go. Very good. 2 accurate rhythms. 2, ready, go. Very good. Last time here, and 1, 2, ready, go. Yeah, very good. All right, we're about to jump to our bonus tempo here, but before we do, one thing to think about right before we go into our bonus tempo is playing accurate rhythms. All right, we have perfect eighth notes, right? Then we have a 16th note pattern. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and then we have another one. 1 EN, 2 EN, 3 EN, 4 EN, and then straight 16th notes. 1 EN to 2 EN to 3 EN to 4 EN to 1. So just make sure as you're going through each of those, you're playing as accurate as possible. It's your job as a drummer, no matter what world you're playing in, to be a human metronome. So make sure you're a human metronome. And then, all right, then we're going to 104. Push yourself. 1, 2, and 1, 2, ready, go. Very good. 2 and 1, 2, again, go. And 2, and last time, there we go. Yeah. All right, that's our bonus tempo. All right, so if you felt good there, then you know you're ready to go to the next one, but you also know that you have to challenge yourself to play some performance reps at 100 beats per minute. And as we're going through this, go through your mental checklist to know you're working on exactly what you need to, and you're not letting yourself skate by with poor technique that you're going to have to go back and figure out again. If you build bad habits, they're going to be ingrained in your DNA. But if you build good habits, they're going to be ingrained in your DNA too. All right? 100 beats per minute. 2 times performance reps. Here we go. All the way through the exercise. And 1, 2, and 1, 2, ready, go. Very good. 2, and no errors last time. Yeah. All right. That's it. How did you do? Did you feel good? Did you find some errors? There are different skill sets that we're working on here. The ability to play paradiddles and just get a little bit faster, but then also calling back to like, oh yeah, I do have to do this in front of an audience, right? That's what this whole activity is. Drumming in general means playing in front of an audience. It's cool to play in your room alone, and it's great to get good at that, but you want to play with a group, you want to play with other people, and so you got to be able to perform right on a dime. And in that same vein, you know what we got to do? We got to get our performance of 100 beats per minute 2 times just on paradiddles. All right, this is what we're working on. This is why we're here. 8 paradiddles 2 times. 1, 2, and 1, 2, ready, go. Very good. 2, and 1 more time, go. All right, that's where you're at. Were there errors? Maybe. Hopefully not. But if there were, what do you need to do to get better at it? Probably you just need 1,000,000 more reps, and that's totally cool. That's why we're here. It's that famous 10,000 hours to become a professional, to be truly an expert at something. And so it's a long, long road to become proficient so that you get to a point with no errors. But if you got there with like 1 error, maybe 2, maybe 3 at the worst, then you're you're making moves. And if you made a lot more errors, then you know what you need to work on. That's okay too. There's nothing wrong with knowing where you need to improve on. So run this exercise again. Do this entire tempo. Go back to 80 beats per minute. Go back to the intro video if you need to. There's no harm. You're working on your own. You're practicing. You're getting better. Even if there were a lot of errors, you know you're getting better because you're actively finding them and you're working to get them out of there. All right? But if you are ready to go to the next one, then that's where I'll be. I really appreciate y'all playing along, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks so much for playing along. If you liked that video, please let me know down below. Let me know why you liked it. Let me know what you're working on so I can make more things exactly for what you need. And if you didn't like it, keep it to yourself. No, if you didn't like it, please let me know why down below, because I want to make videos that you need. What skill sets do you need? What would make you better faster? Let me know. And if you want to get some real feedback, tag me in videos. Send me an email, tag me on Instagram, tag me on YouTube. I want to give you comments. I want to make this a community, and I want us to all get better at drums faster. All right, I'll see you in the next one.